See? And what happens if people don't give that time give to you? You may be frustrated. See that? You accept with everything they give to you. That's their love. That they care. Alright, so again, they try to let them go under expectation. Just let them go. You accept the way they are. Whether you have this comfort in body or whether there's a lot of things going on in your mind. Daily stress. That's a big problem too, right? What are the daily stress you may have? You can have a long list, right? Working, studying, taking care of your children, even taking care of your husband and wife. Is that right? Cooking too. Anything is stressful. Driving is stressful. But remember, whether it's peaceful or stressful, it accepts to our state of mind. Is that right? When we're driving, why is it so stressful? Why we're driving? Why?
Somebody cuts in front of us.
And traffic too. Right? But remember, that's state of our mind. If we see this traffic light, right, a stop sign, if we have the wisdom, if we are aware of that, this is a sign to remind us to slow down. Is this a remind us to stop for a while, to breathe in and out? You see that? If someone cut off in front of us? What happened? How can we deal with that?
Accept it.
That's the problems. That's the problems. Sooner or later, someone will deal with them. You see, that's our problems. You see that? That's what we accept. Otherwise, we square and so forth. That's within our problem too. You see? So all calm stresses and it depends upon our wisdom how to deal with them. If we have peaceful mind, if we have the wisdom, it's much easy. That's why I told you, I live with that sense and everything is normal. When we see the angry person, they may say something wrong. They may scold us and so forth. For me, it's normal. It's okay because they're angry. The reason why they say that happens because they're angry. Make sense? But for us, no. Why do they scold us and so forth? You see that? That's why we accept the way they are. Is it? We had time to practice. You know why? Because when we were young and up to now, because of our tradition, culture, and so forth, we build up with our habitual patterns. When people cut us off, or when people give us hard time, somehow we have that kind of habitual patterns to fight back, to say something out, to say something that may harm other people. Right? An eyes for an eyes make us blind. We know that. But we have that tendency. Right? So now we want to reverse that pattern. So we can accept things as the way they are. Thus, we can transform this kind of daily stress. And when we deal with our mind, we talk about emotional tension. Emotional tension in our mind. Can you name for me? When you sit there, you have stress when you sit there? Yes? When you sit there, you have stress? What kind of stress do you have? But meditation helps us to reduce stress. But when you sit there, we have more stress. What happened? Is it contradiction? That's related to, here, I want to show you this. This is related to, can I find time to meditate? Now, here. I used to tell people, and even my own experience, it's better to keep time short than to sit too long and you stress yourself out. Is that right? Yes. Make sense? In my own experience, for many years, for more than 20 years, then make it short. If you think you can focus on even 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, that's great. But if you go beyond that and you play with your games here, don't waste your time. Because we don't have time. We're so busy. Make sense? So that's why for me, even young or old, beginners and so forth, I used to show them to do 1 minute at a time. if you really focus on 1 minute at a time, it's more healthy. It's more beneficial. You don't waste your time with this kind of stress. Don't put one layer of stress while you're sitting there. Because your purpose of sitting in meditation is to reduce stress, not to add another layer of stress. Is that right? Have you heard about this thing before? Right? So again, that's our purpose. That's our main motivation, right? To reduce stress, to reduce anxiety. So again, we know that type of purpose. So don't add more. Reduce them, but don't add more. Okay? So if you can really sit in meditation for 30 minutes, that's great. But try your best to focus. But if you think your mind wandering here and there, right? Past and future, reduce that. Be precise. Be focused. That's why it's like you sharpen your mind, right? Try to increase by 1 minute increments. If you really focus on 1 minute, you increase by 2. If you really focus on 2, by 3, by 4, by 5. Sometimes even 5 minutes may be challenging for you. Is that right? Because today I just like to explain to you, and we don't practice much. Hopefully you go home and do by yourself and we test out. Yeah, try to refine our techniques. Try to refine our sitting style, especially take care of your times. Because we're busy. We have a lot of things to concern. Why do we sit there for 30 minutes or 1 hour and playing with the mind gaming, right? The game of the mind, right? Instead of going there to do garden work or to email people and to do some beneficial things to other people, right? So please remember, try to use your times more efficient way. So that's why you can transform that stress in your mind, right? And of course, any kind of emotion in your mind. Because when you have that time frame while you sit there, it's easy for the past and future occur in your mind again. Is that right? And it's easy for you to think about what happened. Someone have done wrong to you, or you may be regretful about things you may miss and so forth. So don't let it be. Don't let them to disturb your peacefulness and calmness. So try, okay? Now, let me see. This one is similar. Discouragement and lack of enthusiasm. Tension-wise focus. Do you have problems with this one? What do you think? Tension while you focus. And you have that problems? Tension while you focus. Yes or no? Yes. When you focus, you have the tension again. Do you have headache? Do you have any problem with headache while you're sitting there? If you have headache, try to relax yourself. Right? Try to, especially walking around the house or walking around the garden or the floor or the park, and so okay. Now, feel okay again. It's late 10 or 5 times to meditate, right? Do you have a minute for me? You see that? 1 minute, that's okay. So try to add 1 minute as 1 minute increment. This is better for you to save times. Students, you are not good meditator. You have this feeling? Most especially? Again, accept that. Accept. We are novice, not beginners. That's okay. We just try. We just practice. The more we sit, the more experienced we are. That's all. So don't expect the why that you can encounter this one is don't expect this. Keep trying to sit there. And if you set a time like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, set a time. Sit there and let all things go. And let's say on Sunday, right? You're supposed to do the shopping, right? Because you're so busy during the weekday. So, but yeah, you set your time. You set your time, your schedule. Within that, let's say 5 minutes or 10 minutes. After you're done, I will go to Walmart. Don't worry. After you're done, I will call you. Is that easy? Is that easy? If we set our time, it's much easier. Otherwise, while you sit there, we're concerned about what kind of food that we cook today. right? What kind of conversation we want to talk with our friends, what kind of plan that we need to present to our boss and so forth, right? So we need to set our time frame for that 30 minutes, and you will see, you can recognize that you may feel your progress in your practice. Okay, so this one is not much important. Protection from negative influence. You have problems of this one? What is that? Let's say when you sit there, all cap jump popping up, right? Because it's our monkey mind, right? Right? How can you deal with this kind of negative thought? Like someone have done something wrong on earth, and we want to get revenge and so forth, right? But we demand ourselves, wow, we need to be calm, right? We know that if we try to revenge, we may make more mistakes and so forth. So how could we deal with this kind of negative thought in our mind while we sit there? How?
Focus on reading.
Yes?
Focus on our reading.
Yes, and what else? Can we block them out? Why not?
Since our mind is always thinking.
Yes.
So we have to accept it.
Yeah.
And let it go.
Accept
And
and
let
let them go. Whichever don't hear. This is also okay, just in the mind. So if they pop up in the mind, that's okay. Just recognize and let them go. But remember, wait a split second. When we really focus on our breath, this kind of thought, whether it's good or bad thought, won't disturb us much. Listen, only thing we can say is, if we could not focus our mind much on the breath, that's why this kind of bad thoughts disturb our mind. You understand that? So if you focus on that, they won't disturb much. It's like the background noise. You understand that? They chat down there. That's okay, forget them. Focus on our breath here. Here and now, be aware of our breath. Make sense? So again, please don't try to block them out, but try to bring. Even what happened? What happened if we have good thoughts? When you sit there, you may, oh, I remember my recipe. Is that right? Is that right? Is that good? Is that good? When you count your breath and you remember your recipe, you remember things that you're supposed to fix around the house. Is that good? What do you think? What do you think? Is it good?
So wait a minute.
It's neither good nor bad, it just is.
Yeah.
Remember, it's not good or bad, it's up to you. Don't even good thought about thought, don't let them to distract you. That's why in meditation, especially in Buddhist practice, okay. There's a Zen master, what he say? What his name is, I don't know whether you know. Thich. That's his name. He was a famous Zen master in China. And he say what? When you see Buddha, kill Buddha. When you see your parents, kill your parents. What's he talking about? He talk about killing or let go of your mental state. Not actually kill all the people. Yes. So again, whatever thought pop up in your mind, let them go. Whether it's good or bad. And look at, see your eyes, okay? If you, whether a piece of what do you call, something, what do you call, some particles enter into your eyes, it irritates your eye, right? Whether it's gold or silver. Is that right? You understand that? So let them go all. Just bring your mind back to your breath. Bring your mind back to the awareness of your breath. That's all. Don't have the tendency thought with your recipe, right? And so forth. Because it's distraction. You forget here and now. That's a problem, is that right? So again, and this is similar things to, it's a lot of things still you are making little of no progress, especially if you are not making good meditator. Many people, I think we have that kind of feeling, right? Do you feel that you have some kind of progress or no? Yes. Let's say within a week, within a month, we could not recognize. But if we can look for the whole year, or 2 years, the last 2 years, last year, we see some kind of progress. How do we meet people? Right? We're more peaceful, right? We're more calmer. That's progress there. But instantly, the quyền gọi ở đây là we could not recognize. You see that? So as much we, like I told you, when we deal with other people, we accept other people as the way they are. We have less stress during the day. We will have less anxiety. That's a progress there. We have less greedy mind. It's progress there, right? We have less anger. That's a progress there. Because meditation here, when we accept that the way they are, anger, anxiety, stress won't have place in our mind. Is that right? That's the way that we counterback. That's how much of emotional problems in our mind. Is that clear? Okay, so now we have 25 minutes, and I think it's a lot of things, but this is the thing I'd like to focus or go over with you today. I think most of you know this thing, right? Is it new? Some things are new. So, we have 5 minutes. Do you have any questions? Any comment? All right. Yes, sir.
One thing that last fall I had some heart problems, and it was very surprising. And so one issue that I dealt with, which was an obstacle at that time, is concentrating on the breath became a fearful thing for me because I was hypersensitive to every little pain or whatever. And suddenly the thing that was calming became a source of anxiety. So if you could comment on health issues or that would be helpful.
That's related to the body, right?
Yes.
So again, if you have any kind of physical issue, you need to consult your doctor.
Right.
And if you think the more you focus on your breath, the more problem you may have changes. You may change to different methods. You may relax to do the body scan, to do the walking. So it just changes. So otherwise it may be more severe, right? So, and even if while you sit there you have more anxiety, right? So try your best to use any ways that you can counterback these kind of problems, like acceptance and so forth. You understand? So you know yourself better. When you walk to the doctor's office, of course, you tell the doctor your symptom, your problems. The doctor may based on the explanation to give the medicine, right? Right? He may not know yourself much unless you explain to him. Is that right? So of course, and it's up to you to take the medicine too. But you have to trust yourself. You have to be faithful within yourself. That you have that type of problems. And if you get stuck in that type of problem, try to use other means. Visualization, relaxation, and so forth. Otherwise, if you get stuck, if you bump your head to the wall and there's go nowhere, it's better to go other ways. You have to be flexible. It's like like the water of the river. When it comes to the place that it's be straight, it's straight. When it comes to the place that it may curve around, it's curve around. It's like when we drive the car, right? From here to the school, to our house. Sometimes we get stuck in the traffic. We may get another way to go. You understand? Be flexible. Be flexible with ourselves. Okay. So I hope that you get something new today. Okay. Any question? Any comment?
Thank you.
Thank you. See that? What happens if someone cut off in front of us? What happens? How can we deal with that?
Accept it.
That's the problems. That's the problems. Sooner or later, someone will deal with them. You see, that's our problems. You see that? That's what we accept. Otherwise, it's stressful. Driving is stressful. But remember, whether it's peaceful or stressful, it accepts to our state of mind. Is that right? When we're driving, why is it so stressful? Why we're driving? Why?
Somebody cuts in front of us.
And traffic too, right? But remember, that state of our mind. if we see this traffic light, right, a stop sign, if we have the wisdom, if we are aware of that, this is a sign to remind us to slow down. This is a remind us to stop for a while, to breathe in and out. Is it, whether a lot of things going on your mind? Daily stress. That's a big problem too, right? What are the daily stress you may have? You can have a long list, right? Working, studying, taking care of your children, even taking care of your husband and wife. Is that right? Cooking too. Anything. See? And what happens if people don't give that time give to you? You may be frustrated. See that? You accept with everything they give to you. That's their love. That they care. Alright, so again, they try to let them go. Any expectation, just let them go. You accept the way they are. Whether you have this comfort in the morning.